six shocking facts about Ethereum you probably don't know. And yes, the sixth is definitely the craziest one, so make sure to stick around because you are definitely going to want to hear this. Number one, the validator queue to be able to stake your Ethereum, just to be able to get into the staking contract, is insane. You see, what's happening right now, there are 94,000 validators with their 32 Ethereum each waiting to join the network. They're sitting in the queue waiting to get in. This is a staggering number that represents over 3 million Ethereum. Crazy, man. But it gets even crazier than that because you see, the active exiting queue for validators, that is the validators waiting to leave staking, is only around 2,907. There are 30 times as many people trying to get in as there are trying to get out. Wild, wild numbers. This is far, of course, from any kind of unstaking Armageddon, which was widely considered to have been what was going to happen. Ethereum staking has actually proven to be a wildly bullish event for Ethereum, and I love to see it. Now, how long can this kind of volume continue? Well, we shall see, but almost 2,000 validators joined the network on the day that I recorded this, so that's a lot of ETH coming in all the time. That represents over 50,000 Ethereum, so if we keep at that pace, it's very strong. Now on to number two, which is also about the validator queue, but this is a different point. Right now, there are 22.83 million Ethereum sitting in the staking contract, representing almost 710,000 validators. At the current level of staked coins, if everyone wanted to exit, it would take almost 600 days. Yikes. And the number of staked ETH, it just keeps going up, meaning that exit queue gets longer and longer every time we see new ETH coming in. The staking contract is becoming a black hole for Ethereum's supply. Once those coins go in, they cannot leave quickly. This is in essence locking up a massive percentage of the total supply of coins in a place where it's going to take a long time to get them out, meaning that sell pressure totally changes next bull cycle. Let all that sink in because it's a massively bullish fact. Number three, how much Ethereum has been burned and how much less Ethereum has been released since EIP 1559's upgrade went live on the mainnet. Now this is pretty shocking stuff. So in the last 30 days, the total supply of Ethereum has actually dropped by 52,000 coins. The current deflation rate for Ethereum is 0.52%, which is pretty damn solid if it can be maintained long term. However, this is the really crazy stat that you need to hear. The total supply change since the proof of stake merge is 281,000 ETH down, which is an incredible statistic. However, had the merge not happened, the supply would have increased by 2.85 million coins. Whoa! The long-term impact of this event is mind-boggling. Not only is the total supply currently in deflation, but the new economics of Ethereum ever since the merge have seen a drastic emissions reduction. Zoom out 5 years. Imagine the impact that all of this is actually going to have on the long-term economics of Ethereum. It's crazy. Now, before we move on to the next 3 facts, I want to tell you about Wealth Mastery. This is my weekly cryptocurrency newsletter. Look, I know how it goes. It's busy. Kids, wife, job, dog. I get it. But you still want to be involved in the cryptocurrency markets. You still want to find money-making alpha. You want to keep up to date with the latest news. Well, I've got good news for you because we write this newsletter exactly for you. Every issue is jam-packed full of what you need to know. The latest news on altcoins, the most important charts to keep an eye on, DeFi, airdrops, and much more. Join our 75,000 weekly readers and sign up now for free. Yes, I said free, using the link down below. Now let's talk about number 4. This is layer 2 transactions. Now this is another one of those facts that just blows me away. The Ethereum layer 2 scene, it has exploded beyond belief. The Ethereum mainnet right now is doing around 975,000 transactions a day. The Arbitrum network, the most popular layer 2, is doing right around 1 million. In fact, Arbitrum has frequently done more transactions per day than the Ethereum main chain has. Sometimes it has done twice as many transactions per day as the Ethereum main chain. Optimism, another popular layer 2, has been doing about half as many daily transactions as the main chain, around 500,000 transactions a day. ZK Sync, a newer player to the scene, has been doing about 800,000 transactions a day. And Polygon's ZK EVM has been doing about 50,000 a day. But keep in mind that every single one of these transactions requires Ethereum. All of that layer 2 success is a flywheel of value for Ethereum. The more layer 2s succeed, the more demand there will be for Ethereum, both to use for gas fees on layer 2s and for locking up on layer 2 DeFi protocols and all that stuff. It's simple, it's beautiful, I love it. Number 5, banks love Ethereum, which is a little bit awkward to be honest, but nevertheless, a lot of banks have actually used Ethereum to launch different trials and program pilots for like really big stuff, including tokenized securities and bonds. Now, we've seen JP Morgan do it, we've seen Societe Generale do it, but the most recent announcement might be the biggest one ever. The 4th biggest bank in China, the Bank of China, has announced that it has issued $28 million worth of tokenized securities onto the Ethereum blockchain. Now, this is incredibly big news. And it shows both that China is getting into the crypto game in a very big way, because remember, that doesn't happen without Beijing's approval. And it also shows that Ethereum continues to be the chain of choice for the big dogs. They don't mind paying the gas fees to issue their $28 million in tokenized securities. Now, number 6, this has to do with exchange balances and staking balances. It's probably the most insane and most bullish chart for Ethereum out there. It shows the balance of Ethereum held on centralized exchanges, which is basically just plummeting right now. And it shows the balance of Ethereum going into the staking contract, which is just absolutely exploding and going basically vertical right now. Probably over 23 million coins by the time you end up seeing this video, in fact. Although I would like to point out that there is a discrepancy in who shares the data, and this chart here from Glassnode actually shows that the total amount of Ethereum currently sitting on exchanges is actually at 17.8 million, which means it's already well below the staking contract. In fact, almost 5 million Ethereum less than the total number of ETH sitting in the staking contract. But regardless of how you cut this bagel, the trend is obvious. People want to get their coins off of the centralized exchanges and they want to put them into the staking contract to earn that sweet, sweet Ethereum staking yield. And remember, for every ETH that enters the staking contract, it creates a perfect storm of liquidity trap, because those coins can't all just exit in a single day. Remember, it's going to take almost 600 days to get all of those Ethereum out of the staking contract. So it's very different compared to having them sitting on exchanges where they can be sold at a flash. Oh, and bonus here for you. Recently, Vitalik Buterin, founder of Ethereum, he laid out the next 3 critical pieces of technology that Ethereum needs to implement and needs to adopt in order to remain the top dog in the layer 1 smart contract space. Number 1 is layer 2 scaling transitions, basically getting everyone moved over to those new roll-up technology. Number 2 is the wallet security transition, basically everyone moving to smart contract-based wallets, which will be great for mainstream adoption. And number 3, the privacy transition, making sure that privacy, preserving fund transfers is an available technology, and making sure all of the other gadgets that are being developed, whether we talk about social recovery, identity, reputation, etc., are privacy preserving. Basically, the biggest and most important things for the blockchain world, and they're all coming to Ethereum in the not so distant future. So I'm not going to be fading Ethereum with all these statistics in mind and those new upgrades coming. Thanks for watching today's video. Subscribe now if you're not already, and I'll see you next time.